Some reason I can't find that video clip. I'll have to look for it later. It definitely comes to my shofar, that's for sure. Took me a little while to find it this morning, or just now, actually. And the inference was it was gone. Now, you can go, oh, that was just nonsense, but not necessarily. If you read it, it could mean something further. Still kind of getting tested on the load here, just to see if that feels right. Haven't hit the highway yet. It says to get it 60-40, but if I have it full on my vehicle, 50-50 works better. Maybe a little heavier in the rear. So yeah, I really did a great job cleaning the place. So, it's just a habit. The military, when you clear out of your housing, you detail it. It's a pretty difficult place to clean because the cabinets are falling apart, so like disintegrating. So when you go to wipe the cabinet and the countertop and all that, and under it, all that brown dust comes out and makes it all dirty all over again. So I pulled the stove out and I looked behind it. I didn't look behind it before to clean it, and I could tell that place was flooded probably up to about almost a foot, maybe 8 inches or so. That wasn't while I lived there, to the best of my knowledge. I did wake up in the middle of the night and have to clean a flood. I made sure they knew, because it was one of those deals. I'm leaving. The maintenance guy changed. So I said, look, the only reason I'm telling you this is because the maintenance guy no longer works here. But the lead guy, it was on a weekend, nighttime. I cleaned it. I had a shop vac. I cleaned it, and I ran my dehumidifier. And then when he came into work, I told him, and he said, okay. And that was it. I don't know if they're changing bosses there or what. Bunch of people I never saw before. So again, when you read these things, there's emotion around it. Just to let you know, the people that are doing this to me, they're the ones that killed Phil Haney. Now, I don't think Barack Obama wants Phil Haney dead for any stretch of the imagination. You know, politics is politics. Everybody talks shit here or there. There's no reason they kill Phil Haney. But what they want you to believe is that Obama killed Phil Haney. They're probably Republican, to tell you the truth. Like I told you, the only reason Phil Haney became a whistleblower was because they were doing him, the deep state, and they made him believe it was Obama. So again, those type of people that are doing that are deceiving a lot. I'm taking my time today, so it's going to be a while. I got in late last time. What time was like 6 o'clock or something, 7. Might be the same. I think I'm actually leaving a little earlier this time. That was agonizing to get that place clean, and then the steam. But if they hadn't stole the bin, I was having a great time, even though I had that carpet cleaner. That's what maybe got them mad. Because I was elated about getting the carpet cleaner. I mean, they're psychos. Again, they've solidified themselves and marked themselves as criminals. Now, you have people that are doing this. Well, I'm not a criminal. I don't do that. Yada 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 yada. Well, save your breath. You're everything that everybody in it is. That's how criminal conspiracies work. They sent a bunch of them out in the middle of the night because I was working till like 1 or 2. And like the one woman, like she actually looked at me this time. Me. And of course, the woman that told me put my phone number on her windshield, I never saw again, except for like once. I asked her for someone of the guitar. But the way I figure it, if I had put I think my load just shifted to the rear. It's handling different now, maybe the road. But if I had put my phone number on her windshield, it's probably worth a lot of money. Oh, I don't know why he put it there. He's afraid to give it to me. Yeah, before you go, put my phone for your phone. But you know, every woman that you set out there to tell me to give her my phone number, she never called me. So why would I give her my phone number anyway? You know, 58 years old. That's it. You don't have any more chances than you do. Women are condemned all over again. I'm not joking, all of you. Anybody that's studied what I'm really actually doing knows what's going on. It's an investigator, at least. Or I guess others could figure it out. But they're not saying because they'll come across. But what's happening is some of my neighbors are actually it's being done to them. So again, I don't know which one's which. Well, you know, a lot of states have been condemned. You can go up, but that condemnation will always be there, which means this is Satan's planet. There's going to be no different, you know, thing than when Jesus was here. When this is not his Father's kingdom, Jesus didn't have money; they all had money. It's no different. It's not. It's you know, it's not changed that part. Now, there's other parts that changed, and I tried to help people understand those, and I'll continue to do that. Well, scripturally it hasn't changed, but Satan plays a game with the playing field. But yet Jesus and the saints put enough in the New Testament to fix that, and that's why. And you know, some of the rabbis said it too after Jesus, and probably during Jesus. So there's a lot of other stuff that helps us today. And I said that, you know, oral Torah is very important, and Jesus' stuff is oral Torah. But I don't think it's translated 100%. I allow it and say whatever, but there's no way that Jesus is God. There's no way. Because Jesus said too many times, he's not the one that sends. He's sent. But he says, the Father is in me. But that's indwelling. That's something different. So when he would manifest that part of himself, he was manifesting God through God's indwelling. He's the Son. You know, it's about, you know, like 3/4 DNA, maybe if you're lucky, half to 3/4. The rest is the mother. There used to be topics about spiritual DNA. I know it sounds funky, but it's really I need to get some tape out and tape the mic so it doesn't spin around, and then I can get it situated better. Holy goly, very bumpy. I knew this trailer would not be the best thing in the world. But when I left Oklahoma last time, a garbage truck. So it may have been intentional. I don't know. Apparently, she was going to give me was not the one that was on, or the truck that was on my receipt was not the truck she gave me, or the trailer she gave me. So some hatched. So she said that she had to change the number on the trailer that I was assigned to the other trailer, which was the actual trailer she's going to give me. It's all dinged up in and whatnot. So when I spoke about what's his name, Kronberger or something, Cronenberger, I don't know, the murderer, the Idaho murderer. Do you have a nickname for him? Did you get a nickname? Something that we can remember? The Idaho murderer, I guess. All right, wait a minute. I gotta go north here soon. North 8.3 miles. Let's reset. So it's very possible that he was one of these people. This is what came up in the mind meld with agents this morning, going down the road of it being some sort of radicalization. The thought was this: what if he was actually a deep state guy in training that whacked out? Like eventually, like they say they got, okay, I got a little bit more. They got it off of what I said. He was 1 degree away from the FBI. So they thought, well, what if he was being trained to come into our agency and be this, deep state assassin? But, like I said, with, what's that guy's name? George Floyd. Chauvin. Chauvin did some deep state work. There's no doubt. And he had, usually when you get like after hours work like that, no, you're usually in with something. Right? Otherwise, they go, meow. I mean, they can't outright say no, but they generally will frown on certain people getting anything extra. In fact, his bosses may have given him the after hours employment. So again, what happens is when they're doing it to their victims and it can cause that, I don't know if I'm saying it right, ideation, but also idolation. There's two words. There's idolation and then ideation or something. I think that's what it is. Right? So their operations are based upon clinical psychology. And what that's doing is 1.25 mile, junction I-35. What that's doing is causing, that's causing all of that and other things. I'm trying to focus on the road here. Coming up to it. Wait, I think this road was messed up even with the other trailer. I don't think the roads got normal till I left Oklahoma. Oh, wait. Which way? I'm going the right way. I think it's just one of those weird things where I don't know, it's going to be a shift here. Okay. Of course, if you are allowed to psychologically torture your neighbor in the name of everything about a white or a knight in shining armor, not a white knight, then your mind could find a lot of things going on. And again, if they're torturing you, your mind could find a lot of things going on. Again, if we go to even McCain, I think McCain spoke about some of the things his mind saw when he was a prisoner. So what they're doing is they're creating an open community prison. And no, don't let them tell you that it's some big work of punishing criminals that aren't being punished or something like that. Nothing to do with that. In fact, criminals pay these people in the end. That's what it's about, getting some of that criminal money. I think I'm on the road right now. Yeah, this trailer is kind of old. But so is this road. So again, they're creating like a prisoner of war scenario. So you're going to have some of the symptoms of a prisoner of war. Now, of course, when McCain came back and that pressure was relieved and he was out of isolation and things like that, he changed, right? So see, that's the key for these people. That's why they don't stop. And then when they see you're doing better, then they attack again. What they'll say is you're doing worse and they have to test you or something like that. But there's no doubt they broke in last night. There's no doubt that Oklahoma City PD wanted me to know they were part of it. So again, I'm not anti-police as they want me to be. I'm anti-corruption. And if police are 99% corrupt, then I'm against 99% of the police officers. And that is why we have crime, not because of bail reform. Although police officers might launch radicalizing operations to force people into crime based upon bail reform. Because their boss might say, okay, we're mad at bail reform, let's screw things up. Again, like an extortion. So I'm going to get there a little bit late, but here's what it is. I got my room assigned, and they're familiar numbers. So I don't know if they were messing with me or not. So again, I'm reading something, a projection. Again, I wanted to record while I was working last night, but I packed so much stuff away. It's like I packed away my security system and ended up staying. And you just, they're wheeling it down, so I never got to it. I know exactly where it is. I could have popped it off in a second. So I had to throw away everything that was open, and you can't tell me any different. Including like my Allegra, probably about $20. Various other supplements and medicine, about another $50. But God will take it out of your lives. It's just going to happen that way. Rick Warren, court clerk. That's a shame your government's a criminal there, Rick Warren. The court clerk of crime. Literally. It's going to be an interesting ride, I'll tell you that. They gave me the worst trailer they probably had. Somebody probably made a complaint about it, so they gave it to me. I mean, I'm not joking. That's how they happen. They go, well, if you'd only shut up. No. Remember, if I shut up, then I'm Holtzclaw, right? Hey, the spam is calling. Hey, spam, am I driving the right way? Get out of there. I need to look at my freaking thing. Remember, when you see Kill Patrick, you got to save Patrick. Better turn, Pike. Now, how much that you can see, I don't know. Like, on my phone, you might not see any calls. I don't know if you can see them or not. Again, that's why I put the call out to the law enforcement in this to say, look, you're investigating a crime and something may be going on behind the scene that you can't see because it's spycraft. So again, let's say Kronberger or whatever is it? The Idaho Killer. He could have been receiving calls like that. And then when he tells you, what do you say? Oh, this guy's crazy. Nobody called him in 7 years. Meanwhile, it's the nuts in the CIA in Fort Meade. NSA. Just dispatching people all around the globe for money. So again, you see how that works. Like you said, did anyone else get arrested? Like he could have like 3 or 4 people that do stuff that's doing stuff to me actually do stuff to him to make him think he's part of it. Or he could have been part of it. He'd be like, one of my neighbors could be murderers. I mean, anybody that would do this to somebody is capable of murder. No, not assassination or execution. It's murder in the first degree. And conspiracy to. So, like when Satan's power is up in the planet, you might get back up again. But it's like judgment's there. I mean, God tells me who I am, and then I look and I say, God, I can't judge. But God said, look, when I say you judge, you judge. And I said, well, I'm just witnessing. There's no way I'm going to judge. If you accept my witness and go with it, that's up to you. I'm not violating that Bible part of Scripture. Well, it offers you judging as a Christian, but I don't accept that. But I was told in the Bible that I can't judge. So it's kind of like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory, and that kid, he gives back that gobstopper. But God put stuff everywhere. I was like, that's how I could figure it out real quick. This guy's like, it's like a network, like computers. I had you learn. But I mean, it wasn't God that had me learn the computers. I mean, it was, but it wasn't like God saying, learn computers. So God had me learn computers. I got to look at my tires here in a little bit. Getting a funky message. I got to get new tires. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have bought them before this trip. At least in the back. I mean, at least in the, actually front and back. The front's worse than the back. The back looked fine, but I never liked these tires. They're too lightweight for me. I was going to replace them, but I bought tires that were too heavyweight. I had to return them to Walmart. They were the special delivery vehicle tires are too heavy. My gas mileage would just go. Speaking of which, what am I getting right now? Yeah, 14.1. That's what it hits with the trailer. Yeah, I really cleaned that place nice. It was just very difficult. I mean, the wood's rotting everywhere. Baseboards. I mean, they were stalking me the whole time, and I was just ignoring them. But, so then they break in. Right? So they ignore them and don't say anything. Doesn't work. I tell you that the whole time. Boy, I don't recognize that woman when I signed out. I wonder if the other woman was fired. Or moved on. Maybe she's an agent. Who knows? CIA. Killing some American as a property manager. So have you put the message out? You're not protected. You're unprotected. Now, if you're a deep state murderer, you might be protected. Believe me, they take deep state murderers out also. They don't want you. They don't want them to think that. They're like, no, you'll never be double crossed. Very low grade people. But I don't know if there's any high grade people left. I mean, all these shake and bake billionaires are all garbage minds. They're fattish, but they're garbage people. They just have no way to really think past. And they don't have ethical dilemmas. They can't think past. That's why the little people have problems. Again, I'm just a little people here on Earth. Once I start living a real life, then God will expect things. But then again, I'm going to sin, you're going to sin, we're all going to sin. And in fact, one of the scary things about not sinning is you're sinning anyway, but is that you're probably 10 times beast. So I got up a little bit late today. I didn't get up till like 7 or 7:30 or something. I can't even remember. I think 7:30 or something. I was like, whoa. I got to sleep about 2. So they're like projecting, we stole your bin. Yeah, you freak out. We stole your bin. You freak out. I'm done with that operation. Go away. I'm not drugged anymore. But you know what? I drank a pre-made coffee, and I didn't have any weird side effects that I was having with the other coffee. And my other coffee was probably weaker. So they may have been there a whole bunch more. So when I tossed all that stuff and just opened up the pre-made coffee, I was like, hey. Hey now, this is like great. So again, if they drug you, that could cause those psychological issues. So what we're looking at is when you look at clinical psychology, they reverse engineered it. That's what's going on everywhere. If you look at clinical psychology, it says this person has this disability, psychological disability, or mental illness, whatever you want to call it. And this is what most likely caused it. Well, that cause, they turn into a psychological operation, and it involves trauma. And that's what they're doing. That's actually what killed, what was that guy's name? I just said it earlier. Phil Haney. So you look at suicide and depression, and you look through clinical psychology, it'll tell you what causes that in somebody's life, how that gets formed. And then they turn it into a physical operation while they're cursing the person and working for Satan. So again, what happened to me is a whole bunch of mess after what? After they stole the bin. So I explained this to you before. When they act out in crime against me, Satan gives them metaphysical power, and then everything goes haywire, and they know that. So we're heading north here. No, I can't stay overnight anywhere because I can't like stop short. I got to offload today. The offload's nothing. It's loading up. Although this time I have some like excess, like all my cleaning supplies. I look like a cleaning person, like the person you pay to clean your apartment. I had just like my wagon was full of cleaning supplies. I have like an orange big fat tire wagon, and then I have my bins on top with my cleaning supplies hanging out. I look on camera. So they get a camera on me and stalk me, right? But this real terrorist who's got a machete wanting to kill cops, he goes to NYPD like nothing. From Maine. Because you're too busy scamming and working the fraud. What next? What next? I guess 911 Black. Hopefully you went to that location again. Well, I got 911 Black before, and the mind meld was thinking maybe Iran. That's their color, I guess. That was a pretty easy ride. Although I did miss my turn once. They were mining it. Like they knew it was coming up and like, Mister. I mean, they do this long enough. It isn't like they're going, Mr. Turn Larry, oh, I just thought this up. I mean, this is their whole life. Screwing people. Follow them and make their life hell so their mind will collapse and they'll commit a crime or kill themselves or kill someone else. Their whole life, really. Some of them call themselves national security. But they ain't got time for a machete-wielding terrorists. No, they don't. Because what they'll do is go, see, Moore is capable of that. No, he's not. Go away. I'm capable of calling on God, and God might put somebody like that in your life so that you'll learn. But no, I won't do it. I was getting out of here. I was like, having fun, joking around, speaking out loud. And I was talking about getting out of here, and then, it wasn't me, but it was through my mouth. It was like, Jesus save. I don't know. Oklahoma's a fake church state. Absolutely fake. The charity, what they do is cause a need for charity. So any charity that they engage in is because they're with Satan. And they're causing people to have those type of lives. I spoke about it before, how money works. Now, I'm not even going to my hotel first. No. Storage. At least this time I know where my unit is. Last time, I pulled into the wrong one. It has a side lot where it has other storage. Same name, public storage, but a different location. Look like that one's unsecured, like it stays open, so it's probably for like maybe 24-hour contractors or something like that. Here we go. You want to play the state game? Alaska. It ends with? I think a state that begins with the letter it ends with? Something like that. I think that's one of the versions. Alabama. And cities. States and cities. Andover. Rhode Island. That's a New Jersey. Why? York. Kansas. South Dakota. Oh, hey again. This thing's swaying. I gotta pay attention. slow it down a little bit. I'm going downhill. That's what happened. That's what it is. Arlington. Who thought that up? New York. Is there Kilpatrick? Is there a place called Kilpatrick? I'm sure there is. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna K again. Oh, it's like terrible. Am I even transmitting? I haven't even looked. I'm driving. I can't look. Jesus is the church, right? Because you're definitely not. Oh, well. You know, I don't like this route. The route I like is when you go from Florida, like Chicago or Michigan, Detroit. That's a nice road. And you have these Walmarts. So this is like, let you all know what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, they have these signs. You know, like Walmart's like next exit. Instead of, oh, I passed a Walmart. Is this the exit with the Walmart? I do want to stop at Walmart. I don't want to stop at Valero or anything like that. Now, if I had a wife, she'd handle it. But when you go north, it's a great ride. I mean, it's so many nice things. But I guess, you know what? Get into Kansas, get on a turnpike. I was even talking to the guy who worked there. We talked about the prices. Calls it high. I guess the employees call it highway robbery. I'm in with the employees on the Kansas Turnpike already. Everything's like double price. I was grateful. I mean, I'm grateful to have that food. I was starving. It was healthy food. It wasn't bad food. I'll tell you what. You want something that's like methamphetamines that's natural. Try fig bars. These natural fig bars I bought yesterday. I'm trying to figure, what am I doing different? Like Superman. These natural fig bars. Like, wow. Endless energy. I don't know how he did it. God bless. Woo, we're all over the road. Ah! Off the side. I'm going downhill again. This thing hates going down the hill. Even the good trailer was like that, but not as bad as this one. So I'm grateful to God. I really am. So, what they do is like, oh, you're not grateful to God because you're like complaining about things. Well, you know, you're a devil. And the prophets complained about devils. I tell God thank you all the time that I can get through your curses to remember to thank God. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Because I'll go, wonder where my glass. Oh, there they are right there. Thank you, God. Like when I have a thought. Oh, where is? Oh, there it is. No, I don't have sex with anybody. Unless we're married. And that's, you know, there's one woman, I would say, she's a homeless woman with about one tooth in her mouth. We'd take care of that if we got married. But she just seemed like a darling person. I only met her in passing, but I think she's probably a very sweet soul. But she might be too addicted to be with or something like that. But she was very nice. And I was hoping that, maybe one day see her again. And of course it didn't happen. But you cursed me. But I'll tell you what, in the end, everybody started showing up. Women started showing up. Connections started showing up. I'm like, this is the same thing they did everywhere else, right before you leave. So you'll stay. And then, like, it cuts off right away. There's, like, delivery woman. I swear that delivery woman, I saw her, like, when I moved in. And for all I know, she's CIA or FBI. I don't know. She's cute as all get out. I guess she's about 50. Anywhere from, like, probably 45 to 55. Well, you never know what kind of makeup women have on. But it could be like, let's see patterns. Oh, there she is again. Like, if they would let my life be normal, that's normal. That can happen. But, like, I'd see her again. And then she, like, lingered. And I'm, like, thinking, why is she lingering? She was trying to force something into my head. No, I think I remember seeing her before. Maybe just because I was outside, too. She might deliver there a lot. Like, the other time, she was probably thinking the same thing I was thinking. Like, oh, look at this. But she was saying, oh, look at this guy. Believe me, they're cursing me so many different ways. And I can tell, like, other people are receiving it because they're being cursed. Like, I'm being cursed gay. And if you're gay, that's your business, okay? It's not mine. And there's, like, certain people they're trying to, like, focus me on as being gay partners with. And then I'm, like, around the people, and they're like, they look at me weird, and I'm like, oh, he didn't have to deal with it. It's them. It's them. But they haven't sent any trans. I thought one in Walmart, but I'm not sure. It wasn't close enough to say that they sent her. The other one's definitely one when I moved in. You see, again, when I move in, they do one. When I leave, they do one. Quite possible. This trans person looked like a seal. Our former seal. The other one was more feminine. Boy, I guess I could pull over and look for a Walmart and, like, navigate to it. Without a wife, she could do it. You go, Walmart. No, I don't have things set up like Alexa. Alexa, Walmart. I mean, that's too much for me. I'd rather go, God, Walmart, please. Boy, I need a massage. Oh, Willem's one of those weird ones. We'll just say he had sex. I really do wish I could just drive, like, to Wichita and rest overnight, but I can't. I'd have to keep this another day. Maybe I could. I don't know what it costs. I'd have to look. I was like, and you know what happened is I started making money, and then everything fell apart. But it's because they cursed me. Like, I go, well, the carpet thing, that was going to be right. That's months. That was known that was going to happen. And no, the day you curse me is usually the day it happens, or not always. I wouldn't say. I don't want you to think that. That's too But like in this scenario, I know that's probably how it happened. They got mad because I got money. My money's like not that bad. So all of a sudden now I got to buy a steam cleaner, car cleaner. And I told my brother, I just can't return it. Now there are questions about it. I had to use it. If you buy something and you use it, you can return it if it's messed up. Again, they're like, oh, but you used it. Well, I was in a pinch and there's no way around it. But I have to look at it closer. It looks like it's like it's got a manufacturer. Remember I returned that blender? It was a Ninja, and then I got another one because it's modeled. The plastic's like, it looks ugly. It's not supposed to be like that. But I'll look at it. But I'll tell you what, that is the Cadillac. I mean, $159. That darn thing you could sell for $250 easy. I've never seen one work like that. And the way they structure it now, oh my God. It's got a little window. And when your water's too high, it does that red ball thing. It makes that strange sound. But now, that red ball goes up into a window and it turns red. You're like, so you can even see it. I guess even deaf people can use it. Then they got a window on top that goes to the back. And it shoots the water coming in through the window. And you can see what color the water is just by, you don't have to move your head. You keep doing it, and it's right there in front of your view. It's like I guess about 3 inches. I guess about 3 inch by like 7, 8 inch window. And the water shoots through it. And when it's dirty, you can see it's dirty. And when it's clean, then you can see it's clean. It's amazing. These are things like I would complain about. Hoover, not working right. Of course, not only me. They made some massive improvements in the last couple of years in carpet cleaners. At least Hoover did. This all looks like they're the same old tired piece of garbage. I don't know if Hoovers are garbage. I mean, Bissells are garbage, but I've never cared for them. The Hoover, I forget what it's XL, something XL. It's at Walmart. I have to look at it, but it's happening. And like it just feels like solid and heavy and weighty. The weight is in the right places to weight down the machine. And the other one was like a nightmare. It's like I threw it away. It's kind of like, oh, they screwed me. I threw it away. I could have used it. But I agonized trying to clean it. Like, I mean, the thing's on its last leg. And it makes this like ungodly sound. My neighbors must be like so freaking mad. It's just like I don't know. It's probably like a bearing or something. I don't know. It sounds like it's like a dropped a muffler or something. So I threw it away because I'm like, there's no reason to take it north with me, and I don't need it. Because look, I carpet cleaned this section. It looks good. Of course, it didn't look good. I had to do the whole rug together, or it didn't look normal. Like I had the EVA foam floor now on most of it. And then I lifted the EVA floor up, and I'm like, ah! Like tan lines, you know. Yeah, they already screw with me. I got a gotcha girl. Gotcha! What are you, nuts? So, okay, here's an example. Now, this guy pulled up next to me, got my attention. Maybe he didn't want to do it. Maybe it was Satan. I don't know. I'm just trying to explain this to you, how it works. So because they make the plates something, he presented a plate. Now, that plate with a projection might tell me to do something. But, you know, hopefully I have presence of mind not to do it. And that's when you see Jonathan Luna committing suicide, theoretically. When you see Marshal Service Assistant Director Dudley committing suicide, what else do we have? I think the Unabomber may have been one of the that they did. Right. So again, it's lack of presence of mind. That's what we call it, right? What is that called in the Bible? Or I don't know if the Bible says it, but it goes along with biblical Christianity. That's possession, because you don't have your presence of mind. Is that a trooper or is that somebody speeding? Somebody speeding from Texas. And now somebody's in front of them. Slow down. He'll probably get going around them pretty soon. The pickle bar. So I'm eating spicy food, and I'm telling you that's not what messed up my stomach. I had this happen before. And it's when they're operating. I mean, it's not just the stress they're using. And that may not be south. That actually happened when I left the Marshal Service also. And there's agents, the mind meld. They go, I know I was drugged. I had a good wife. Well, they killed my wife before the big assassination came on, so she was already ripe to hate me. Well, that's why you're supposed to talk to your coworker and not play that game. But I got $1 million house. Hey, listen to this guy. Wait till you get to hell. Here's that water park kid again. Seven Clans Casino Resort. So I just didn't do a water park. What, you think of Trump? Thumbs up? Actually, I was doing that before Trump was doing it. I was doing it before Rick Perry did it. There's questions how that stuff floats into their stuff. Not to say they individually copied me, but maybe they did. That's funny. I just said Rick Perry, and Rick Perry's 13 miles away. Wichita. Which did it? I'd love to just stop at some place. I'd even stop like a Toka Hunga Hunga. Whatever that place is called. Oh well. Oh well. I'm hungry like a Mogetti. Yeah, I wonder, where did that word come from, Mogetti? I know it's a word. People use it, don't they? Oh, you're mad because I'm still online? What makes you mad the worst? Oh, that I'm not dead or I'm not killing somebody? I mean, that's really who they are. Again, what happens to somebody that's possessed is living out their will in their victim's life. But they can't tell you why they were doing it, though, because it's national security. We'll just hint around the bush as to why we were doing it. That's not lawful, even if that was true. Oh, wait, do you want to be killed too? I don't know whether it was an FBI person or not, but I was trying to order something for like Walmart or something, and it wasn't working. Not Walmart, I mean, I think it was Walmart, but I think it was Amazon. And nothing was working. All of a sudden, oh, it's this microphone. So I decided to look up the FBI agent that killed his son-in-law with his daughter. All of a sudden, it worked. You see that kind of thing. I'm not saying it was FBI. It could be somebody wanting to look like the FBI. Yeah, that's how spycraft works. So Kronberger could have been an operated person or one of the operators. They might be looking for people in criminal justice so they can get them in before they come in. Kronberger! I think that's his name. Or Kronberger, or whatever it is. I wish I could see the news because apparently they're seeing what he was. What? Pigeon? What's up? Say hi, I guess. I've had birds do that before. All right, that's probably a clue. Maybe metaphysical. I don't know. Pigeon. I'll get into that later. I'll look it up later. Like when I first woke up, I started like mimicking them. I didn't think I was part of it. I like people to think I was part of it. They give me the high sign. And I walk around going, hut, 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 hut. They knew I wasn't part of it. Hut, 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 hut. I actually woke up real well and refreshed. I have a little bit of ache and pain now, but boy, I was good this morning. I'm not gonna be able to be. I want like going uphill and I'm in the left lane, trying to get past this oxygen refrigerated liquid truck. Somebody just cursed my trailer to wreck. I just have to yell that. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been willing it all night, all weekend, actually. That's what the watch list does. Will's tragedy in the world. Wills it to occur. Look, now they're trying to get me to eat meat. Just Arby's burger. Forget about Walmart more. Arby's burger. They're supposedly they've already assigned my room, but it might actually be something that somebody else did. We'll find out. I doubt Trump will go to jail. With what I see going on in the world, how strong the deep state is, I doubt he'll go to jail. Because he has got his own deep state cells. He even hinted about it. Things happen to the people that do something to me. Or something like that. But actually, the operators are conning the rich people anyway. Like, you could be the best people for them, and they'll still operate you. I need food. I'm so hungry. I just ate fig bars all night. I'm pretty impressed when I finish cleaning the place. Whoa, 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 Oklahoma Road. Oh, eating up my trailer. I'm trying to go faster to get it to. Oh, yeah, there it goes. It loves uphill. It loves uphill. Maybe it's because the stuff shifts to the rear, but I have it tied down pretty tight. Some of this stuff's free to move. And the load ended up like that. They stole a bin. I mean, how low can you be? And you know what I did? Like, I went there looking for a bin, and they were all broken. So what I did was I took the one handle off the one and put it on the other because they had like 4 or 5 of them that were broken. And I said, well, I could switch I could use one of these other handles, put it on one, and make a good one. And I actually did that. Like $18, 17 something plus tax. I need some food. Fried chicken? No. I used to eat fried chicken like crazy. Like Popeyes. I hate Oklahoma roads. Kansas has some screwed up roads, but the majority of them are fine. I'm going to go offline here for a second. I'll be back later. Stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.